Iran, a country that's sanctioned, isolated, yet feared. Ranked 16th out of 145 in global military strength, ahead of Israel and Saudi Arabia in some indices, Iran punches far above its economic weight. But how? Let's unpack Iran's true military capability, the guns, the generals, the geopolitics, and the invisible battlefield where Iran is already at war. Hello and welcome. You're watching Statecraft with me, Geeta Mohan. Iran's military might starts with size. With a population of over 88 million, nearly 49.5 million people are available for military service. That's more than the population of Canada. Iran has around 1.18 million military personnel, including 610,000 active troops, 350,000 in reserve, and 220,000 paramilitary forces, largely under the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps or IRGC. Its budget? $10.28 billion. Modest compared to the US or even Saudi Arabia, but Iran plays the long game, investing in asymmetric warfare, drones, and proxies instead of expensive toys like the F-35s. Iran's military is split between two giants, the Artesh or regular army and the IRGC, a parallel force with its own navy, air wing, and special operations. The IRGC answers directly to Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, not the president. And within it lies Iran's most dangerous export, the Quds Force. This dual military structure isn't just organizational, it represents Iran's revolutionary ideology alongside national defense. The Artesh maintains conventional warfare capabilities while the IRGC secures the Islamic Revolution both domestically and abroad. The Artesh consists of approximately 350,000 personnel divided among ground forces, naval forces, and air force. Despite being overshadowed by the IRGC, it remains responsible for territorial defense and conventional military operations. Meanwhile, the IRGC has evolved from revolutionary militia to a powerful military, economic, and political entity. Its estimated 125,000 strong force controls Iran's most strategic weapon systems, including ballistic missiles and naval fast attack craft. The Basij Resistance Force, a volunteer paramilitary organization under IRGC's command, adds another layer to Iran's defense strategy. With potentially millions of members across Iranian society, the Basij serves multiple purposes: internal security and crowd control, emergency response during natural disasters, military support during wartime, ideological indoctrination and regime loyalty, intelligence gathering within communities. This civilian militia extends the regime's reach into neighborhoods, universities, and workplaces, providing both a security buffer and mobilization capacity that few countries can really match. IRGC acts as Iran's overseas command, arming, training, and funding regional allies like Hezbollah in Lebanon, the Houthis in Yemen, Shia militias in Iraq and Syria, Hamas and Palestinian Islamic Jihad in Gaza. These are not just friends, they are Iran's extended battlefield. Iran's proxy network isn't merely opportunistic. It's a deliberate forward defense strategy developed after the traumatic Iran-Iraq War of 1980-1988. This network provides Iran with strategic depth and deniable operations capability across multiple theaters. Hezbollah, Iran's most successful proxy relationship, receiving up to $700 million annually in support. Beyond its 150,000-plus rocket arsenal, Hezbollah provides Iran with Mediterranean access and a potential second front against Israel. Iraqi militias, the Popular Mobilization Forces, that's PMF, includes several Iranian-backed groups like the Kataib Hezbollah and Asaib Ahl al-Haq. With over 100,000 fighters, these groups give Iran significant influence over Iraqi security and politics. Houthi movement. Yemen's Ansar Allah or the Houthis control territory housing 70% of Yemen's population. Their strategic position along the Bab el-Mandeb Strait allows them to threaten maritime choke points and attack targets in Saudi Arabia, UAE, and Israel. Syrian networks. Iran has embedded military advisors, IRGC personnel, and proxy fighters throughout Syria, establishing land corridors for weapons transport and creating permanent military presence near Israel's borders. That, of course, existed mainly up until the fall of Assad regime. These networks allow Iran to project power without direct confrontation, creating multiple pressure points against adversaries while maintaining plausible deniability. Here's where Iran gets creative. Sanctions have cut Iran off of Western weapons. So Tehran went DIY, that is, do it yourself. It has one of the largest missile arsenals in West Asia. Ballistic missiles? Yes. Cruise missiles? Absolutely. Anti-ship weapons? Plenty. Some have ranges up to 2,000 kilometers, enough to strike anywhere in West Asia, including Tel Aviv. But the crown jewel, drones. Iran has become a drone superpower, building unmanned aerial vehicles or UAVs with ranges between 1,000 to 2,500 kilometers, capable of flying low to avoid radar, and now even exporting them to countries like Russia and Sudan. Iran's support to militias, especially in drones and missile systems, is unprecedented. These aren't just tools of war, they're geopolitical statements. Iran's defense industry emerged from necessity during the Iran-Iraq War and expanded under international sanctions. Today, its military-industrial complex produces missile systems from the Shahab family of ballistic missiles to the Ghadr, Emad, and Khorramshahr systems. The Sejil solid-fuel missile can reach targets 2,000 kilometers away in just 12 minutes, while hypersonic missiles like the Fatah can allegedly evade advanced air defense systems. Naval capabilities. Iran produces its own submarines, including the Fatah-class medium submarine and Ghadr mini-subs, optimized for shallow Gulf waters. Its asymmetric naval strategy employs swarms of fast attack craft, naval mines, and anti-ship missiles. Air defense. The Bavar 373 and Khordad 15 indigenous air defense systems claim capabilities similar to Russian S-300 and S-400, with the ability to engage multiple targets simultaneously at ranges exceeding 120 kilometers. Electronic warfare. Iran has invested heavily in electronic warfare capabilities, successfully capturing a US RQ-170 Sentinel drone in 2011 by spoofing its GPS signals, technology now incorporated into its defense systems. Cyber capabilities. Iran's cyber forces have demonstrated sophisticated attack capabilities against critical infrastructure, financial systems, and military targets, representing a low-cost, high-impact asymmetric capability. Iran's drone program deserves special attention. From the Shahid 136 kamikaze drones used in Ukraine to the Shahid 129 and Mohajer 6 surveillance and strike platforms, Iran has developed a diverse drone ecosystem that includes loitering munitions, single-use kamikaze drones with ranges exceeding 2,000 kilometers, I-Star platforms, intelligent surveillance, target acquisition, and reconnaissance drones, combat UAVs, armed drones capable of precision strikes, swarm technologies, networked drone attacks designed to overwhelm defenses. These systems have been combat tested across multiple theaters, from Yemen and Syria to Ukraine, demonstrating effectiveness against even sophisticated opponents. Iran's geography is both a gift and a defense strategy. With 2,440 kilometers of coastline, including the Strait of Hormuz, the choke point for nearly 20% of global oil shipments, Iran can disrupt maritime traffic with speedboats, mines, and mini-subs. Its military bases dispersed, fortified, underground. This makes them hard to bomb, even for a superpower. Think tunnels, silos, hidden runways. Its 65,000 plus military vehicles, 1,700 plus tanks, and over 3,900 artillery units give it strong ground force coverage. Iran's Achilles heel? The Air Force. Most of its planes date back to the Shah era, pre-1979, or were bought from Russia in the 1990s. Maintenance is a nightmare due to sanctions. Spare parts are often cannibalized from one aircraft to keep another flying. Its navy, while dangerous in shallow waters, lacks large vessels and modern carriers. But Iran doesn't pretend to rival the US in air power. It compensates with missile swarms, drones, and proxies that blur the line between war and peace. Despite its achievements, Iran faces significant military limitations. Iran operates aging F-4 Phantoms, F-5 Tigers, F-14 Tomcats, and MiG-29s, most dating back from the 1970s. These aircraft lack modern avionics, electronic warfare capabilities, and precision munitions. Despite indigenous assistance, Iran remains vulnerable to stealth aircraft, saturation attacks, and standoff weapons that can exploit detection gaps. Iran cannot project substantial naval power beyond its immediate region, restricting its ability to protect shipping lanes for allies or conduct distant operations. Iran's military command structure, split between Artesh and IRGC, creates coordination challenges and potential communication vulnerabilities. International sanctions have limited Iran's access to advanced technologies, precision manufacturing equipment, and certain raw materials needed for next-generation systems. Iran doesn't need to invade a country to exert influence. Its axis of resistance is designed to drain and distract adversaries, especially the US and Israel. The Sawiz and Behshat, Iranian intelligence vessels in the Red Sea, reportedly helped the Houthis target Israeli-linked ships. That's naval warfare without a navy. Iran's entire strategy is deterrence through disruption. Can't dominate? Then deny dominance to others. And here's the twist. Despite its old gear, Iran is confident enough to challenge global powers in Syria, Iraq, the Gulf, and even the Caucasus. Iran's strategic thinking operates across multiple domains simultaneously. The multi-domain approach allows Iran to maintain continuous pressure on adversaries while avoiding direct conventional confrontation where it would be disadvantaged. Iran's nuclear program remains a cornerstone of its strategic posture, characterized by calculated ambiguity. While maintaining civilian energy justifications, Iran has developed uranium enrichment capabilities reaching 60% purity. 90% is what you need for weapons grade. Built hardened underground nuclear facilities resistant to conventional strikes. Advanced its missile delivery systems capable of carrying nuclear warheads. Maintained knowledge base and scientific expertise for potential weaponization. This threshold state status provides many deterrence benefits of nuclear weapons without crossing international red lines that would trigger more severe consequences. The nuclear program serves as Iran's ultimate insurance policy against regime change or existential threats. So how strong is Iran's military really? Strong enough to deter, disrupt, and deny. Not a traditional superpower, but a shadow power. Hard to pin down, harder to eliminate. In 2025, Iran's strength doesn't lie in tanks or jets. It lies in its strategy, geography, and network. And in the new era of hybrid warfare, that might just be enough. Looking ahead, several trends will shape Iran's military evolution. Technology transfer from Russia and China, deepening partnerships with these powers could provide Iran access to advanced systems and technologies previously beyond reach. Drone and missile proliferation. Iran will likely continue expanding its missile ranges and drone capabilities, potentially including hypersonic weapons and AI-enhanced swarm tactics. Proxy network maturation. Iran's proxies are evolving from guerrilla forces to hybrid military political entities with state-like capabilities in their respective territories. Iran doesn't need to win militarily. It merely needs to make the cost of confrontation unacceptably high for potential adversaries. Through this lens, Iran's asymmetric capabilities and strategic patience represent a rational approach to an unfavorable conventional balance of power. In the evolving multipolar world order, Iran's hybrid warfare model may prove more relevant than traditional military metrics suggest. As conventional military dominance becomes increasingly costly and complex, Iran's approach of strategic asymmetry offers a blueprint for regional powers seeking to maximize influence while minimizing vulnerability. The question isn't whether Iran can defeat a superpower in conventional battle. It's whether there exists a superpower that can afford the cost of defeating Iran. Thank you for watching Statecraft.